This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 237 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by our friends at Eco Gold. You can find them at ecogold.ca. Enjoy today's tip. I'm Glenn the Geek from Lexington, Kentucky, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily. Today we have back with us again in our continuing series this week, my wife Jennifer. We're calling this our anniversary series because it is our 22nd anniversary. And if you've missed the previous days, just go back to 235 on, I believe. Just go to Horse Tip Daily and look at all the episodes or take a listen to them over there. We appreciate that. And my wife and I certainly have had some adventures in life. It's been nothing but one big adventure in the last 25 years since I've known her. Most people know the story that we met at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. She was the pickle winch, and I was playing the town crier. So it's been quite an adventure ever since then. And yes, the joke is that she met me when I was in tights and a dress. So we'll just leave it at that. We'll have Jennifer right back with us after these words from our friends at Eco Gold and a very famous international event rider. You know, regular listeners to Horse Tip Daily know that we love the products at Eco Gold. Well, there's others that love the products at Eco Gold, too, that are a little better riders than I am. And one of those is Kyle Carter, the international eventer and well-known in the eventing community and just a fun, lovely guy, a good family man, too. And here's what Kyle has to say.
Well, I came across the saddle pad the first time when I was over at Burley, and one of the Canadian riders was riding in the saddle pad, and I got to try it in a schooling session. I loved it, and I actually stole the saddle pad from her and used it on cross country at Burley. It is bar none the best saddle pad out there. We get given saddle pads all the time because people want you to ride with their logo on your horse, and I've reduced every saddle pad in my string to Eco Gold for the major competition.
Thank you, Kyle. You can find those saddle pads at ecogold.ca. That's ecogold.ca. Well, I'd like to welcome my lovely wife, Jennifer, back to the show. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi-ho.
So, you know, I think you've had some great tips up to this point, and we appreciate you taking the time out to do this. And they're always so practical, too.
Well, I'm practical to a fault.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I can vouch for that.
Hey.
So what do you have for us today?
What do we have for you today? Today I have Grooming Secrets of the Stars. Coming into yearling sales season here in Lexington, Kentucky, which takes up a lot of the year because we have a lot of yearlings to sell. And one of the grooming secrets that these folks use, because it's thousands of beautified yearlings glistening from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail, is something called a Maslin cloth. And it's a product that is manufactured for the janitorial industry that we use down here to keep these youngsters shining because they go in and out of the stall and they lay down and they get little bits of dust on them, just like show horses do. So if you've got show horses that need to be glistening from ears to tail in a convenient hurry, the Maslin cloth is for you. It's made of some pseudo cottony-like stuff, and it comes in a big plastic package like you would buy a big package of paper napkins is the best thing I can describe it to. But they're real big. They're a little bit bigger than a hand towel, like 17 by 24, 24 by 24, thereabouts. And they're very distinctive, bright yellow. And texturally, I would say they're a lot like, what they call those? Handy wipes is what they feel like, even though they're designed to be used and thrown away. They're not a reusable product. And you pull it out of the package and you give it a gentle tug to stretch it out just a little bit, and that activates these little dust trapping holes in it. And it's also impregnated with microbands, so it's not going to spread bacteria anywhere, so you don't have to worry about that issue. And it's also impregnated with some type of a mineral oil-like feeling stuff. So when you rub the horse off, A, you do not create static electricity, which is just going to attract more dust. And B, the dust actually stays on the cloth, and it doesn't go flying about the room or the barn to land on something else. So it is an extremely effective product. It's also great for dusting boots. And my favorite reuse for this product is once you're done dusting horses with it, you chuck them all into a big basket somewhere. And when it's time to cobweb and dust your barn, guess what? You tie them to your broom, you shove them through a pitchfork, whatever, get them onto some handle, and they're awesome for pulling out cobwebs. And then you just throw them away, and then your broom is not infested with spiders, which I think is awfully cool.
Now, what are they called again?
Maslin, Masslinn. And
And
I wanted to spell it because you're never going to guess the spelling.
yeah, I spelled it Maslind. So,
N. There's two N's at the end.
so it's a Maslin cloth.
Yeah, and you can find them on Amazon.
Okay, so you can take a look at
Go
Amazon
to
to
Horse
find
Radio Network first, then click on the Amazon link. And they're sold in giant packages. You're going to spend between $40 and $50 on 100 cloths. For example, if you're at a horse show and you've got half a dozen horses showing in half a dozen in-hand classes, 2 or 3 of these cloths will last you the whole day. They're very large and they're very effective. And if you're the dusting sort, you can also use them in your home.
All right, so that's the Maslin dust cloth, and I actually did find some here on Amazon, and they're 24 inches by 24 inches, so they're 2 feet by 2 feet.
Yeah, and if your local tax stores don't carry them, ask. They're a great item.
And it looks like you get for $41.50, you actually get 100 of them.
You get 100 cloths, and they're really big size. They're not
Yeah.
like the little paper towel.
Yeah, no, they're 2 feet square, and that's the Maslin dust cloth. Well, who knew?
There you go. Secrets of the Stars.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. We'll have you back again soon.
Ta!
Well, thanks again to my lovely wife, who will be back to finish out the week as well with some more great practical tips and barn tips and grooming tips and things like that. She knows a little bit about everything. So, and the Horse Radio Network wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my wife, Jennifer, because I married into this. I am truly the horse husband, which is how the nickname America's Horse Husband came into being. So, don't forget to stop by our website at horsetipdaily.com for all our show notes and links to all the experts. And also, I don't know if you realize, but at horsetipdaily.com on the left-hand side of the page, there's actually a drop-down menu that you can use that sorts all the tips by category. So if you're looking for a certain category of tips, you can just use that drop-down menu, and it brings them all up, and you can listen to them all at once if you'd like. We would love your feedback, so hop on over to the website and hit the contact link at the top of the page. And we'll be back again tomorrow with my lovely wife, Jennifer, to finish out the week this week. And, well, you know what? Until then, stay safe, everyone.